I've always thought Ernest Bishop was a very nice fella. Quiet, steady, responsible.
Look, he's not exactly frivolous, but he does have a sense of humour, for goodness sake.
Oh, he does.
And a wonderful way with children.
Yes, I'm sure.
And it's those things that I like about him. I don't care very much how responsible he is. So why does everyone make him sound so dull? He's not.
No, of course not.
Oh, hidden depths, eh?
Well, I wouldn't say hidden.
Ta.
Oh, well, I must go. Been left in charge. I must make a good start.
Why's that?
Ernest's gone to his sister's in Barrow.
See, they start flashing rings about. The next thing you know, they've got you flogging your guts out on your tard. Another woman deceived and left abandoned.
He's not gone for the good of his health. He's just being responsible.
Right, darling, let's have 20 fags and a couple of meat pies, will you?
Was you brought up or put together from a pile of bad manners and we haven't got no pies?
All right, then. Butter us a couple of barm cakes, then, will you? Please. Hey, is it right what I've heard? There's some sort of protest going on here today.
That's right.
Thank you, Mrs. Clegg.
You know, it's like a disease these days, always protesting. Like them hippies.
Do I look like a hippie?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
What have you got against the likes of me?
Nothing. It's not a personal protest against you.
But it's my living if that job gets stopped.
They can build the warehouse somewhere else.
Just to suit the likes of you.
The likes of people who live round here, which doesn't include you.
Well, the likes of you will have the likes of me to deal with if you come protesting anywhere near that job, I'll tell you.
Harry.
Don't exactly take to him myself.
Very intractable.
Oh, I'll have to. I've got a duty.
You have a duty here.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Walker, but speaking as one of them as originally originated it, I mean, when you've got a cause to fight for...
She's right, Auntie Annie.
I fail to see why Mrs. Ogden cannot complete her duties here first, as long as this place is fit and open.
Oh, well, why didn't you say in the first place?
Get on with it, Hilda. Hey, you know, Auntie Annie, you should be coming and all. You should be out there at the barricade.
Barricades? I thought it was only a march.
Well, that's just an expression. Hey, I wish you would come, though. Well, I mean, you're more of, well, a solid citizen, aren't you? Well, let's face it, you do more good than a busload of Hilda Ogdens.
Hardly flattering being compared with Hilda Ogden. Still, I do see your point.
Oh, well, then.
And I hope you can see mine. Protocol.
What?
We must all behave according to our station.
Auntie Annie.
If I happen to have more influence than certain other people, it is because of my position. Now, it would hardly enhance my influence to be seen parading around with the common rabble.
What do you mean, rabble?
No names, no pack drill, I think is the expression. I will do what I can to help behind the scenes.
She'll not be coming, then?
Too flaming high and mighty. I hope the others are a bit more enthusiastic.
I've told you once, Susan, no.
Please, can I?
Look, you know you have your sweets after school, don't you? So don't pester.
Oh, sorry, love.
Grandma, please can I have some money to buy some sweets?
Susan?
Here we are. It's 2.5 pennies for you.
I've just refused them, Mother.
2.5 for Peter. Won't do them any harm, love.
Susan, will you go and get your school bags, though?
I'll make sure they clean the teeth.
That's not the point.
No, it's no use being too strict with them, Ken. Especially if the other children at school get money for sweets. And if you don't mind me saying so, I have had my share of bringing up children.
Children are one thing. Grandchildren are something else.
Oh, that's nonsense.
No, I'm afraid it's not. Most grandparents are besotted with their grandchildren. It's a fact of human nature.
Besotted? Well, I'm not exactly certain what you mean. All I do know is I love them and I'm proud of them.
I bet you were much stricter with Val than you ever are with these two, or ever could be. Admit it.
I mean, it isn't as even if they need taking in hand, those two. But why are you making such a fuss?
Because they're my children. Mine and Val's, still.
Are they ready, then?
Yes. I just put the gloves on.
How's it going?
Look, Lucille, thanks for taking them to school and everything like that, but would you be careful to try to not to spoil them? I mean, it doesn't do them any good, however sorry you feel.
Yeah, well, I think I know how they're fixed better than anybody, don't I? I mean, I was in their position once.
Yeah.
Is she, mollycoddling him a bit, your mother-in-law?
We are.
Right, come on, you two. Oh, he's outside, is he? Because I haven't got all day. We're marching today, you know. I don't suppose you're going to...
Oh, I'm sorry, I've got things to do.
Yeah, thought you might have. Wish us luck anyway.
Right.
All right?
Hello there. Hey, hold on a minute, hold on. I've got something for you. There you are. Oh, look, you've got them.
You could always go and live in a desert island. Right, come on.
She's turned out a real nice girl, hasn't she?
Yeah. Could have given odds against it a few years back, but she hasn't all.
Oh, welcome back, Uncle Albert. And what can we do for you?
Well, it's just like a blooming echo in that larder of mine. Did nobody lay out in for me?
Oh, we didn't know you were coming back till last night.
Well, a tin of something would have kept.
And how's life with BT?
Oh, heck, she don't get any better. Hey, now, look, if you've got a couple of eggs...
Look, sit down. I'll get you something.
All right, love, thank you.
I might as well spoil you two while I'm at it.
Bayek, I bet they've cancelled all the bobbies' leave today then.
Drop dead.
Oh, I can just see it on the news at 10. Rioters, numbering at least one, possibly two, did not quite bring traffic to a standstill early today. When questioned, Miss Lucille Hewitt said drop dead.
Go and play somewhere else.
Is this the lot of you then?
Well, there'd be one more if you came.
I'm a busy man, darling. And besides, it's a question of politics, isn't it?
Politics?
Len's politics, and I've got to live with him, you haven't. Unless you want me to put a good word in for you.
Scram.
Anyhow, I've got something much more interesting going for me up the road. Ta-da!
Typical.
I hope not.
Well, look around you. Where are they?
Give them time. Everybody said they'd come if they could.
Oh, come on. I'm not waiting out here freezing to death. Well, we're off to a flying start, aren't we?
Oh, it takes a bit of a shove to get folks going, love. Don't be so ready to give up.
I'm not giving up. Where's Hilda flipping Ogden sloped off to?
I could take that back. She's gone home to try and prise Stanley out of bed.
Sooner her than me.
Hey, who's in charge of this protest?
Why, are you joining?
Well, what exactly are you going to do?
Well, you know they're building a warehouse where the flats was.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, we want it stopped, so we're marching on the town hall.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Pint, Betty, please.
Yeah.
Is that all there is, then?
12 new pence, please.
Look, I'm with you all the way, lass. Because it means we're going to lower the tone of the neighbourhood, doesn't it?
Yeah, great. Well, that'll be 5 of us marching any road.
4.
No, 5 of us.
4 marching, 1 catching a bus. Me.
How do you mean?
Well, I'll meet you at Town Hall. I've done enough marching in my time.
Great. Great. 4 marching and 1 on the bus. Still, there's twice as many as we had 5 minutes ago. Have you come to see us off, Uncle Len?
I'm going to see if you're intent on making fools of yourself.
I'm sorry if you've been embarrassed in the corridors of power, Mr. Fairclough, but you've only yourself to blame. You've been a Judas to the people round here. A traitor, a turncoat, and a renegade.
Couldn't put it better myself.
It's no good slinging insults around if that's what it was, you know, because that warehouse is going up and none of your stupid argy-bargy is going to shift it.
Hello. Where's Stan?
Oh, it's no use. He wouldn't get out of bed. He'd just become abusive and disappeared down the blankets till he was just a big lump. Best not to provoke him when he's like that.
If you're keeping tally, though, that's 3 marching and 1 on the bus.
Look, you don't have to go to these lengths, you know.
How do you mean?
Well, all this carry on making out you want cupboards. Look, any time you want me to slip up here, I'm willing on the quiet, like.
I'll take you up on that. When I'm very old and very desperate. Now, what about my cupboards?
Cupboards, yeah.
Yeah, I want them all along there.
You know, I'm slowly getting convinced that's really why you asked me up here. It's a big blow to me masculineness.
Oh, what is it with you fellas? Honestly, you've always got to, you know. Look, I'm a customer, I want a job doing. Why can't you do it without S-E-X rearing its ugly head?
I don't know, really. It must be the way we're made. Or maybe it's the way you are.
There you go again.
I know. It's a terrible problem.
It is for us women.
Oh, no, you don't understand what it's like being a bloke, you know? Sweating away, trying to earn a living, get somewhere. Then, zap, along comes some bird and... Well, it's like a challenge, you see. We're all brought up to see life as a challenge, to see women as a challenge. I'm just a victim of the system. I mean, I'd sooner slap up your shelves, get me billing and get on, but what can I do? It's called conditioning, you see.
Really?
Yeah, women don't really understand. I'll measure up. All right.
I see it's automatic like. I mean, you don't really want to chat up every girl in sight.
Oh, no, it's more like a nervous tick, really.
I see. Ray,
Yeah.
would it help you if I made you a nice cup of tea?
No.
Excuse me. Well, we've got to get the men going somehow.
Personally, I think we might as well give up all hope.
Oh, no, don't be like that. Oh, Stan, I knew you'd come, Chuck. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Let me down.
Don't speak to me. I've come here for a pint and no else.
But Stan!
Sounds as if you got out of bed the wrong side, mate.
I should still be in flippy bed and all. She had to shake the living daylights out of me, I'll tell you. Couldn't
Ale.
even get me head down again, could I?
Ale is the only remedy for that, mate.
And you know why you couldn't get off again, don't you? Because of all that racket off that building site, clanging and dumping.
Didn't affect me kipping, did it, till you woke me up?
I sympathise. I prescribe a pint.
Stanley, you're not accepting ale off him.
Right, it's got to come from you then, hasn't it? If I don't get my hand round a pint, it's going round your flipping neck.
You want a what?
An estimate.
Oh, come off it. Look, I'll just slap 'em up and tell you what it costs.
That's no way to do business.
Oh, I know, but seeing as how you're a friend.
Never get friendship mixed up with business. I mean, you've got to know where one starts and the other stops. So, I want an estimate.
Oh, I get it. You want me to bring it round here tonight?
Oh, this afternoon.
I'll just dream up some likely figures in my head, kid. That's all I'm gonna do.
As long as they're only titchy, you see, I'm very poor.
Oh, very tiny. Not like some of the figures I dream up in my head.
There you go again.
I'll bring it round then.
See you then.
And you.
Did anyone see Mr. Tatlock go?
No.
Oh, I'm beginning to feel sorry for them. Eh?
Oh, I think they've been let down, if you ask me.
Well, I mean, they've got a point, like, I suppose.
Well, why don't you join them?
Oh, well, it wouldn't be fair to leave Alan all on his jack, would it?
I thought you were supposed to be your own boss.
You can still climb down gracefully, you know. I mean, you've made your point. No hard feelings on my side.
Then obviously we have not made our point.
Look, there's no need to be like that. I mean, for Pete's sake, even I am beginning to feel sorry for you.
So we look stupid.
Well, look at you.
Oh, don't come to soft soap, Uncle Len. It doesn't work. And don't think we're going to chuck it in, because we're not, are we?
Of course we're not.
No, are we, Hack?
No, it wouldn't do us any harm, would it, you know, to follow on like at a safe distance? What do you say, Stan?
I suppose so, yeah.
Why not? Right?
Oh, no, I've had a very funny morning.
Oh, come on, it'll be a bit of a laugh. I feel sorry for him, and nobody's yet come up with a better idea, have they? I have. They're on me.
Ah, well, we've got time for another one, haven't we? Mine's a pint.
And mine.
Well, I suppose I look daft on my own, won't I? But I'll have a scotch.
You spineless bunch.
Go on, booze, the lot of you. It's all you're fit for.
Oh, look, Lucille, why don't you admit that you're beaten?
So you keep telling us, but hang on. Just you hang on, because I can fix you. And if a peaceful protest won't do it, well, it'll have to be something different, won't it? Like a violent one.
The furniture's coming tomorrow.
Well, that's quick.
Oh, and will you be in this afternoon?
I suppose so.
Good, they're delivering the television.
This afternoon? Oh, good. I wonder if it'll come before the children get home.
I've no idea.
It's such a help in the afternoon if you can plonk them in front of the telly. Keeps them out of missing you.
I'd rather they got into a little mischief, quite frankly.
Typical man. You forget you don't have the bother of them.
Mother,
Yes?
look, I know it's good of you to come, and it's a lot of trouble.
No, I never said that. They're as good as gold, really.
Well, I like to think they're about average, you know, a little less than perfect, but, well, I don't want them getting goggle-eyed, because that's an easy way to deal with them.
Oh, Ken, people do exaggerate. They're very educational, some of those programmes. I learn a lot from them myself.
Right. But television is no substitute for care and attention.
You're not saying I don't give them enough care.
No, I don't say that. You do. I don't mean that at all, I'm sorry.
Look, love, I know it must be very hard for you, seeing somebody else take over, even me.
It's more than hard.
Yes.
I suppose I don't want them to get dependent on you. I mean, well, you'll be going, won't you?
Yes, I suppose I will.
There you are, then.
Well, what are you going to do, Ken? I mean, how are you going to manage? You know, in spite of what you say about my methods, well, I don't think you can manage without me.
Right, well, I'll be off then.
You mean it was just sheer bravado?
I suppose it was.
Look, you made us think you knew how to fix Fairclough.
Well, I've got him worried any road.
Oh, fat lot of use that is.
Well, I said if marching was no good, we'd have to do something else, and that's true.
Yeah, well, while we're in here nattering, he's out there swilling ale and laughing his head off.
Him and the rest of them.
Dear men. Hey, we've still got the petition.
Oh, what good will that do? A piece of paper. If we take it to the town hall, they'll probably give it to him and say, deal with this sometime, Councillor Fairclough.
I wonder if you've noticed, work is going on ahead as usual across the road.
Had noticed.
Yes, but on the other hand, work in this public house has come to a complete standstill. Curious form of protest.
Oh, all right, I'm coming.
Good. We do happen to be completely inundated at the moment.
Hey, do you know, I think I have got an idea after all.
What, take a gun to that lot out there, you mean?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm not prepared to shed blood, Lucille.
Not theirs. Ours.
And don't mention this to Fairclough, because he'll go spare if he sees what I'm quoting you.
I don't want nothing on the cheap, you know. I'm not asking any favours.
No, but you're getting one.
Oh, chutty face.
But why don't we draw up a proper contract with penalty clauses and have it witnessed by a judge, or is McAlpine's putting in a tender?
Wimpy's, actually.
What are you after?
What?
Really?
Some cupboards.
I've got this feeling you're up to something.
Me, I'm not, honest.
You just want some cupboards putting up?
That's right. I'll have a good look at this. And I'll let you know in due course.
In due course?
Due course.
Lonnie gets shifted, you know.
I'd like to see one of them big elephants try and shift me.
Yeah, well, we haven't all got your advantages. I'm very listen myself.
I've even been dieting.
Now, have we got enough chairs?
I will not have this house made a public mockery. People from here sitting in the gutter, making a public display, and you can put those chairs back.
Look, Auntie Annie, we're doing it for you as much as anybody else, you know, and we need them chairs.
You are doing it out of spite because your noses have been put out of joint.
That's not
We're
true.
not being spiteful, Mrs. Walker. We believe in our cause.
You know perfectly well you're only doing it because none of the men would back you up.
Well, nobody's asking you to come, Mrs. Walker.
I wouldn't dream of coming.
I mean, your very famous personification of Lady Godiva must have put you off appearing in public forever.
All right, come on.
Yeah, right, come on. You're ready, kid?
Hey, will you bring me that
Yes,
rope,
all right,
please?
Joe.
I'll bring you
Yeah.
Mrs. All right.
Hey, have you got me placard?
Yeah, I've got your placard, yeah, sure.
I'm sorry. Are you ready? Yes. Right, take a deep breath and follow me.
Right.
Come on. Right.
You Lucille Nugent?
Hewitt.
Hewitt then, I'm from the Gazette.
Stop showing off your ring.
Here, what's this then? Come on, shift yourselves, come on. There's trucks coming in and out of here, you know.
Yeah, we know.
Shift yourselves then.
No!
Aren't you supposed to be at the town hall, you lot?
Yeah, we decided against that. We're staying here instead.
Yeah, till knocking off time.
And we're coming here every day until the town hall tell you to stop building that place.
Well, if you won't shift, you'll have to be shifted, won't you? We'll see what the clerk of the work's going to say about this then, eh?
It's all happening, isn't it?
And if I see you taking any pictures of me, mate, I'll put that camera down your throat.
Courage, Miss Nugent. Remember Verdun.
Yeah. Remember Verdun.
Yeah, well, you'd be better off here among friends. If you'd never taken my advice, you wouldn't have booked your passage in first place.
And then all this wouldn't have happened, you
Look, I'm not saying that. What happens, happens, and there's nothing that mortal man can do about it. I'm only saying I'm glad that you've listened to reason about stopping here. And I bet you're glad too.
Well, yes and no.
All right, did you get through?
Yes, thank you. He's not as bad as he was. Oh, and he was glad to hear the news.
What news?
About Ken. In fact, Ken, he was talking about how you fixed and he made a suggestion.
Oh?
Well, it is up to you, love, but... Well, it was Dad's suggestion, and I must admit I'm all in favour.
Of what?
Well, he said, how about us selling up in Glasgow and coming down here?
Oh. Well, I mean, that's a pretty big upheaval, isn't it?
Oh, it's not so big. I mean, it's just like coming home. And you see, there's nothing to keep us in Glasgow now Dad's had to retire.
Well, are you sure you'd want to?
Oh, of course I am, and it was Dad's idea.
Yes, I see that.
On a proper permanent basis. Oh, it'd be so much better for the twins, everything on a proper basis.
Well, yeah, it's a very kind thought.
Yeah, and a very practical one and all. Hey, why don't you rent a big house and then I can come in with you? We'd save a lot of brass all being together like that.
Yes.
Well, you think about it while I'm getting my pension.
Well, I don't rate that as a very practical idea. Albert as a lodger? No, thank you. You ask our Beatty.
I don't have to. Look, do you mind if I make myself clear?
Well, I wish you would.
Well, if you do come and look after the kids, then we'd have to establish, well, certain principles.
Here we go again.
Well, I'm afraid so, yes. The children would have to be brought up my way. Now, I know this probably sounds a bit ungrateful.
Well, it does a bit, frankly.
Yes, but then we must understand each other, mustn't we?
Look, Ken, let's face it. If I don't come, nobody else will.
I don't dispute you're very close to them.
Well, then. Look, love, can't you forget I'm your mother-in-law? Please.
We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Come on, join in.
Well, I don't think I've got much of a singing voice.
Hey, that fella Chapman's not been back.
We don't really seem to be achieving anything. Ah, look who's come to dinner.
All right, you've had your fun, now pack it in.
We shall not be moved. Yeah. You've heard the words of the song, haven't you? Didn't think it'd come to this. Sing it again.
You know, for a start, you're breaking about 12 laws. And that's not helping your case at all. I don't know whether you're doing this to make yourselves look good or just to spite me. But all that you are doing is forcing us to get tough.
All right, then. Get tough.
Yeah, just you try it.
Right, out of the way! Come on, out of the way, look, I did all I can be. Listen, I've asked him 6 times. No, it's not. Listen! It's all right for you, right? Building the down. We've got a job to do, man. I've got to get to the couch. I've been into Come on, hey, Fred! Fred, no! Right, hey, come on, get to the couch. Come on, then! Lucy! I told her!